Weird conspiracy theories, I know, so you need to. So as you've seen by the title, today we're going to be talking about cryptids. So if you don't know what cryptids are, they're basically creatures that are believed to exist, but they're not accepted by mainstream science yet. So some cryptids are the Yeti, the Loch Ness Monster, and the Mothman. So the Mothman was reportedly seen by many people in West Virginia between November 1966 and December 1967. But he seemed to have vanished after the collapse of the Silver Bridge. And here is one of the reported sightings of the Mothman. And during the year the creature was around, the town was basically plagued by the supernatural. And besides being terrified by this giant red-eyed creature, citizens also reported poltergeist activity, seeing UFOs and even cryptids, Part 2. So a journalist called John Keel said that during his investigation into the Mothman, he received strange phone calls from a man called Indrid Cold having psychic visions. And this is the statue they even have of the Mothman in the town. Come back for Part 2. And this was the same name used by a mysterious figure who was encountered by a man in Parkersburg about an hour north. And the person who encountered him was a salesman called Woodrow Derenberg. He said he met Indrid Cold after a strange kerosene lamp-shaped vehicle cut him off and blocked his vehicle from continuing down the road. Cryptids, Part 3. So because of the phone calls, the timing in between these incidents, and the short distance between them, I don't think this was a coincidence. And here's a picture to give you an idea of the type of thing he was talking about. He said Cold stepped out of it and introduced himself. And according to Woodrow's story, he looked like a... So during this strange time in the small town's history, many people were interrogated and harassed by government agents about the supernatural experiences. Keel, a normal man in a black suit, except he had a big creepy grin on his face and he would talk telepathically to him. And again, this gives you an idea of the type of thing. He coined the term Men in Black to describe them. Some said the Men in Black had an otherworldly feel to them. Some people said they had time dial he's talking about. Point Pleasant citizens also reported seeing a creepy grinning man as well. Come back for Part 3. Cryptids, Part 4. So look at this picture taken from a speech by Obama in 2013. Some claim the man's appearance is the result of low resolution while speaking to them, and some even said they had memory loss. And for this reason, I consider Indrid Cold and the Men in Black cryptids. Illusion and bad lighting, but I'll let you be the judge of that. I also find it strange how Mothman and the Grinning Man's descriptions are very similar to that of Spring-Heeled Jack. I personally don't believe that they were human. And there may have been alien hybrids. And I think there could be photographic evidence of that. A tall, thin man with claws and eyes that resembled red balls of fire. He was seen in the early 1800s by terrified citizens of cryptids, Part 5. So a regular octopus can walk on land for a short period of time, so I guess it's not that unimaginable that there's just a large one that's undiscovered. Their existence. Come back for Part 4. Great Britain and Scotland. And another cryptid I find fascinating is Octoman, a creature seen by at least 5 people on the shores of the Ohio River. It's also theorised by some scientists that if humans died off, a large, evolved version of an octopus would take over. So this, in the winter of 1959. It's also very similar in description to the Octosquatch, a hairy tentacle creature reportedly seen in Spain around. Name meaning the one who stops the flow of rivers is a cryptid that looks like a brontosaurus. It's been spotted in Congo by citizens who claims it eats at the same time. Come back for Part 5. Cryptids, Part 6. So something people rarely consider as well is the fact that we have an entire sky above us to explore as well. Atmospheric hippos. Its existence was even documented by a biologist. Perhaps some dinosaurs survived the meteor. The beasts are a whole new can of worms. I'm not sure how plausible their existence is, but it's just fun to think about. It opens up a whole new realm of thinking. There's so much we don't know about this planet. We've barely scratched the surface when it comes to fully exploring caves, forests, and especially oceans. Is it possible that something like a sky jellyfish could exist on a gas giant like Jupiter? So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you genuinely think that cryptids are real? Come back for part 6. Or do you think they're made up? Either way, I think it is worth reminding yourself how much we actually haven't discovered, so why wouldn't there be?